Nick, I'll send you a video about this. Most people don't realize this. I told my mom this, okay? My mom just turned 61 and she's developed an attitude like, oh my God, my life is over now. You know, you guys have grown up and that sort of thing. And I've told her, what you're not realizing is the life expectancy 50 years ago was like 48 or something like that. I mean, I'm guessing here, right? I don't know the actual numbers, but it was lower and it's going up and up. Do you know, I'll send you a video about this. There is a new industry that is coming up. It's called genomics. So what they're doing is they're breaking down the human genome and they're figuring out how to fix things much better than how we were fixing it 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, the cost of breaking down a human genome was like $3 billion. That was the first time it was done, I think in 2001 or something. And now they recently did it for like $1,000, something like that. And the cost of breaking down a human genome is going down, and they're going to cure cancer and diabetes and heart diseases, like not cure it, but they're going to get better at catching them sooner than they would catch it before. So they're going to catch cancer much earlier. They're going to catch diabetes or heart problems much earlier. And I think, what I really think is, when our time comes, I think we're going to live to be at least 100 or 110, maybe even 125, if we are careful and lucky. So people who are starting to give up at 55 and 60, I want to say to them, you've got another 50 years to go. Medical advancement, technology is not growing and becoming better at a linear level. It's growing at an exponential level. The rate of growth is increasing, not just the growth is increasing. So the rate at which we are increasing growth is also increasing. So it's going to be really awesome the next 50 years.
Did you say it was your mum that was like talking about being so young and whatever?
Yeah, and I mean, it was the goal of her life that, you know, she tells me stories about it. When we were small, she used to get so frustrated with the frustrations of bringing up, children, and she would be like, when will these guys, grow up, and when will they become responsible themselves? And now we have grown up, and now she wants us to go back to being children so that we spend time with her. And, now we're going out and doing our own things and we don't spend enough time with her. I guess I should. But she has this thing about, like, she feels like I don't know what to do, or like my life is over kind of an attitude. And I don't like it.
You shouldn't like it. It's a very dangerous thing, because here's the thing, right? You as children brought her so much, gave her such a sense of purpose and a reason to get up every day and so much joy. And now you're all just, you've flown the nest, right? You're all adults, you're not there. And at the moment there's a void. She became very used to the feelings that going around in her head, the way, again, going back to the way she felt, and maybe the hormonal responses, like the oxytocin that's being released, the dopamine, all the nice stuff, her baby, she loved. Well, now you're all gone. She doesn't get to see you, so she's not getting those chemical. She needs to, and my mum was the same, think about it. My mum had me at 20, so I left when she was quite young, and my sister has left. And it's the same, my mum's 67, but I don't want her to be an old 67. She could live another 40 years, right? She could live to 107. Yeah. She needs to keep fit. So now I'm making her do 10,000 steps with her Fitbit, and she walks around with a friend, and walking is great for her. But, the sense of purpose, like, what is the point of life if you've got nothing to live for? Like, you hear about these people where two married couple have been together for 60 years, and then one dies, and then the other one dies soon after. It's such a common thing that you hear, because that person's lost everything. Their world is just gone. They've got, like, they basically, like, or you hear people on their deathbed, like a story I got told the other day, which is a true story, which is some person was very, very sick, hanging on, and then the grandchild came from London, and it took a while to arrange, and then they eventually got there to see the grandparent, and then they left, and they passed away that night, right? So it's that story of having a sense of purpose, like that. Clearly that old sick person held on to see their grandchild from London, and they were in, I don't know, Manchester, and it took time, And as soon as the grandchild came, spent the last few hours, stroked the hand and everything, and obviously had to go back to London, that night the person passed away.